Hello friends, welcome to my channel Industrial Knowledge. Today we are going to know what is the difference between a leader and a manager. People often use the terms interchangeably, but there is a stark difference between the two. Manager, an employee of the organization, responsible for its management, and leader, a person who leads, guides, and directs others. There is always a buzz when we talk about the terms leader and manager. In an organizational setup, a manager is an important link between the firm and its stakeholders, i.e. employees, customers, suppliers, shareholders, government, society, and so forth. He is the one who performs basic managerial functions. Conversely, a leader inspires, encourages, and influences his men to work willingly in the attainment of the organization's objectives. The two are not the same thing, however. One can only become a successful manager when he is an effective leader. In this context, what you need to know is that leadership is a skill, and the person who possesses this ability is known as a leader. On the other hand, management is a discipline, and the practitioner of this discipline is known as the manager. The leader refers to a person who leads others in a specific situation and is capable of heading the group toward the accomplishment of the ultimate goal by making strategies to pursue and reach the same. Why does it matter if someone is a manager or a leader? Managers who are more focused on processes and tasks than on people lead to employees being disengaged from their work. Leaders who motivate and inspire their teams tend to keep employees engaged and loyal to the company. A leader has a vision, which inspires people, in such a way that it becomes their vision. Further, the leader can be any person having the potential to influence others, be it a manager of an organization, head of the family, captain of a team, minister of a state, or leader in an informal group. She is the one who takes charge of and directs the activities of subordinates. Provide the group with everything that is required to fulfill its maintenance and needs related to the task. Required at all levels to act as a representative of the organization, encourages the whole team to work together and supports them in types of leaders. There are mainly 4 types of leaders. Transactional leader. These leaders use social exchanges to influence followers, i.e. they motivate by rewarding the subordinates for their productivity, and this induces them to work towards the achievement of the goal. Transformational leader. Such leaders encourage and awaken followers to make efforts in achieving extraordinary outcomes. She is someone who comes forward to change things. Charismatic leader. She is one such leader whose energy, enthusiasm, and charisma often motivate people to behave in a specific manner. He derives his power from exemplary character and heroism. Visionary leader. Visionary leaders the potential to develop and pursue a vision, which is not just realistic but achievable too. He possesses psychological attractiveness, due to which people get influenced towards the leader's dreams. What makes a great leader? Here are what those balances look like. 1. Communicating top-down but also bottom-up. Leaders have to be great communicators. They have to talk to the people they're leading regularly and have a consistent message that resonates. This is what creates alignment and trust between people. Empathy is also important when it comes to leadership. As Kate Pritchard, a consultant specializing in leadership management and employee engagement, told us, to improve engagement, leaders need to demonstrate that they care about their employees, to listen to them, involve them, and respond to their views. The feeling of collaboration is essential. Everyone wants to feel like they're contributing something, that they're not just a cog in the wheel or a robot taking orders. Leaders create the space for that kind of contribution and empower the people they lead to accomplishing that through upward feedback. They can make those people around them feel bigger and bolder. It's about the people they lead, not about themselves. MIT Sloan's blog writes, "It is about empowering employees to feel and think like owners so that they remain motivated to create new opportunities." It is also about establishing a kind of radical transparency in which voices across the hierarchy can be heard. But all of this requires, in turn, the cultivation of an open and trusting environment. 2. Having strong convictions, but continuing to learn. Balancing communicating well with taking in feedback goes hand in hand with having strong ideals while being willing to put those head to head with new data points you're taking in. According to Rosalind Torres, great leaders are not head down. They see around corners, shaping their future, not just reacting to it. There's a great Quartz article that talks about what makes a great leader, and they describe them with a few different terms: intellectually humble, opinionated adapters, and flexible visionaries. 3. Risk-taking, but not reckless. Because leaders have conviction around some idea or some insight into how the world works, they're willing to make bets on that. In her TED Talk, Rosalind Torres, a leadership expert from the management consulting firm BCG, talks about leadership in the 21st century as being defined by 3 questions. Distilled from a study of 4,000 companies and her 25 years of experience. Great leaders dare to be different. They don't just talk about risk-taking, they do it. And one of the leaders shared with me the fact that the most impactful development comes when you can build the emotional stamina to withstand people telling you that your new idea is naive or reckless or just plain stupid. Definition of manager. Managers are those individuals who are employed by the organization to direct and monitor the work of other employees working in the organization. They are the ones who get their work done by the employees and have the authority to hire or fire the employees. She ensures that the tasks are completed within the stipulated time frame while complying with all the rules and policies of the organization and using the allocated resources. Classification of managers. Top-level managers. Top managers represent the real head of any organization. They are the ones who operate at the top or near the top of the organizational hierarchy. It may include the CEO, MD, chairman, director, etc. Middle-level managers. Middle-level managers act as a link between top and first-line managers. They are the ones responsible for communicating goals to the first-line managers, which are set by top managers. It may include the department manager, plant manager, project manager, etc. First-line managers. First-line managers are also known as frontline managers or functional managers. They direct the routine activities of non-managerial staff. It may include supervisors, section officers, shift managers, foremen, etc. Functions of managers. 1. Planning. The planning function encompasses setting up goals, formulation of strategies, and development of plans to coordinate the activities of the organization. 2. Organizing. Organizing involves the arrangement of resources and scheduling of tasks so that activities can be performed sequentially. 3. Staffing. This function involves recruiting the right personnel for various positions in an organization. 4. Directing. Directing involves providing direction, guidance, and supervision to the subordinates so that they can perform the task effectively. 5. Controlling. Controlling involves keeping a check on the activities performed by the employees to make certain that they are performed as planned, by making comparisons. And if there are any deviations, then measures should be taken to improve them. Key differences between leader and manager. Here we have divided the differences between leader and manager into two categories, i.e. main differences and additional differences. Come, let us discuss them. Main differences. 1. A leader is someone who guides and leads other people. She gives a proper direction and purpose to their efforts by shaping and molding their behavior to attain the desired objective. On the other hand, a manager is someone responsible for the management of the organization. He looks after the day-to-day operations, keeps updated with the changes in the market, encourages people to work cooperatively, arranges all the resources, etc. 2. A leader shapes employees' behavior and defines direction by developing and communicating organizational vision and stimulating them to achieve it. On the contrary, a manager tends to lay down the structure of the organization and delegate authority and responsibility to the employees. 3. While a leader performs just one function of management, i.e. providing direction, a manager performs all the functions of the management, i.e. planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. 4. When it comes to the origination of authority, a leader possesses informal authority through her personal qualities, knowledge, skills, and abilities. Against, a manager has formal authority, due to his designation or position in the organization. 5. Talking about approach. A leader has a proactive approach, as he can predict future events and takes preventive actions in advance, whereas a manager has a reactive approach, and so she waits for the right time to take the action. 6. A leader can be found in both formal and informal setup, i.e. in a business organization, and in an informal group, i.e. a family, friend circle, batch, etc. In contrast, a manager can be found in a formal setup only, i.e. in a business organization, irrespective of its size, type, and nature. 7. To become a leader, one requires leadership qualities, whereas to become a manager one needs to possess both leadership as well as managerial qualities. 8. Followers comply with the leader's instructions because of their own will, whereas employees comply with the instructions and orders of the manager, because of the sole authority of the manager. Additional differences. 1. The key attribute of a leader is foresightedness, while that of a manager is quick decision-making regarding various matters and coordination of different activities and tasks effectively. 2. A leader has followers who follow him, whereas a manager has employees, in the form of subordinates who reports to the manager about the day-to-day activities. 3. While a leader sets directions, for the entire group, a manager plans the activities, for the smooth functioning of the concern. 4. The manager uses a transactional leadership style wherein rewards and punishments are used to motivate employees. A leader uses a transformational leadership style, in which the leader inspires his subordinates to bring change in their behavior so that they can achieve the desired goal. 5. A manager strives for efficiency, i.e. performing the tasks and activities in the right manner, i.e. completing them in a stipulated time, while adhering to all the rules. Conversely, a leader strives for effectiveness, i.e. doing the right thing. 6. A leader focuses on the people, whereas a manager focuses on the processes and workflows. 7. A leader is a change agent, which is why she promotes such change which is for the betterment of her subordinates and the organization as well. As against, a manager reacts to change in the business environment. 8. The manager always tries to avoid conflict, as she believes that it is going to hamper the activities and growth of the organization. In contrast, a leader uses conflict as an asset to provoke people to do better than others. 9. The leader aims at motivating and inspiring people. Oppositely, a manager aims at directing and controlling employees. 10. While a manager arranges human resources, the leader aligns them. Role of manager. According to Mintzberg, the manager performs 10 roles that are different yet interrelated. Interpersonal roles. 1. Figurehead. It involves ceremonial duties performed by the employees like greeting clients and dignitaries, attending weddings of employees, taking clients to lunch, signing contracts and legal documents, etc. 2. Leader. Being a leader, the manager is required to encourage, train, counsel, and lead employees. She should make efforts in reconciling the needs of the employee with that of the goal of the organization. 3. Liaison. As a liaison, the manager acts as a binding agent that fosters contacts, as well as maintains and manages information links both inside and outside the company. Informational role. 1. Monitor. The manager acts as a monitor by constantly scanning and observing the business environment to extract information from a variety of sources like liaison agents, industry journals, the web, market surveys, reports, and subordinates. Generally, a manager receives unsolicited information, resulting from a network of personal contacts created by him. 2. Disseminator. As a disseminator, the manager conveys some important information to subordinates directly, via email, phone calls, memos, circulars, notices, etc. 3. Spokesperson. Being a spokesperson, the manager is someone who makes a statement or provides information to various groups like shareholders, clients, consumers, creditors, etc. on behalf of the organization, via speech, interview, or formal communication. Decisional roles. 1. Entrepreneur. As an entrepreneur, the manager always encourages creativity and innovation, looks for novel ideas, takes risks, and also attempts to improve performance by effectively adapting to the changing conditions. 2. Disturbance handler. Being a disturbance handler, a manager takes all the corrective measures at the time of conflicts and crises, identifies and implements solutions to unanticipated problems, as well as resolves disputes among subordinates. 3. Resource allocator. As a resource allocator, a manager divides various tasks among subordinates, delegates authority, manages schedules and budgets, and also sets priorities. Conclusion. A review of this video's major conclusions includes: 1. Being ethically sound and sacrificing comforts for goals and objectives, classical ideals, makes leaders strive for innovation and the improvement of society, contemporary ideals. 2. Developing and systematically organizing hiring philosophies, institutional policies, budgeting processes, rewards, and decision-making styles are effective measures for managing organizations into the future. 3. Using the iceberg analogy in the 5 disciplines, leadership and management are both independent and dependent on each other, especially when achieving goals in a learning organization. To offer parting words after this journey, it is important to understand that whatever leadership or management style is chosen, it has to relate to inherent beliefs. Essentially, the iceberg below the surface is not just made in one day, it is shaped and cultivated throughout life through natural and social occurrences, assumptions, and inherent beliefs. Leaders need to find their icebergs and self-reflect on what their beliefs mean to their leadership styles and how they develop their management strategies. As prospective leaders and managers in society, it is highly important to locate and cultivate a personal leadership style to become successful in a future society. Okay guys, that are all on today's video. Please let us know what you think of this video in the comment section. We will be waiting to hear back from you. If you like this video, please share it and make sure you hit the subscribe and link buttons. While you are at it, don't forget to press the notification bell so YouTube can notify you whenever we drop a new video. Thanks for watching.